Welcome to our countdown of the top 5 mysteries of the New England states that will leave you stunned. Here in this corner of North America, where ancient forests whisper tales to the wind and the very stones seem saturated with history, lie enigmas that have perplexed and fascinated generations. From the rugged coastlines to the deep, silent woods, a sense of the unknown lingers, inviting us to look closer, to question and to wonder. Get ready to dive into some of the most intriguing and unexplained phenomena in this historic region. These are tales of disappearance, of spectral encounters, and of human endeavors pushed to their very limits in the face of the inexplicable. So, prepare yourselves as we embark on an exploration of phenomena that continue to resonate long after the initial events have faded into the mists of time. Our journey into the unexplained begins in Vermont's Green Mountains. This area, known as the Bennington Triangle, is infamous for mysterious disappearances. Between 1945 and 1950, 5 people vanished here without a trace. Middy Rivers, an experienced hunter, disappeared in 1945. He was last seen near Glastonbury Mountain. Only a rifle cartridge was found. In 1946, Paula Jean Weldon vanished while hiking. Despite extensive searches, no trace was found. The forest holds its secrets tightly. Some speak of strange lights and a Bermuda Triangle effect. The Bennington Triangle remains an enigma. Our next journey takes us to Oak Island, Nova Scotia. This small isle is steeped in maritime history and treasure-seeking lore. For over 2 centuries, it has been the stage for one of the world's most tantalizing treasure hunts. The legend began in 1795 with Daniel McGinnis discovering a peculiar depression. This led to the infamous Money Pit, a site of endless intrigue and frustration. Numerous expeditions have battled flooding and booby traps. Theories abound, but the ultimate treasure remains elusive. Oak Island endures as a monument to human tenacity and mystery. From the subterranean depths of Oak Island, we now turn our attention to the vast, open expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, the setting for one of maritime history's most enduring and unsettling mysteries, the ghost ship Mary Celeste. Discovered in December 1872, sailing erratically yet soundly between the Azores and the coast of Portugal, she was a vessel under full sail, yet utterly devoid of her crew. The brigantine DEI Gratia, captained by David Morehouse, chanced upon the Mary Celeste. Morehouse was acquainted with the Mary Celeste's captain, Benjamin Briggs, and knew the ship. Seeing her sailing in such an unseamanlike manner, he hailed her repeatedly but received no response. A boarding party was dispatched, and what they found has puzzled mariners and investigators for nearly a century and a half. The ship was, by all accounts, perfectly seaworthy. The cargo of 1,701 barrels of denatured alcohol was largely intact. Personal belongings of the crew, including money and valuables, were undisturbed in their quarters. The ship's longboat, however, was missing. This suggested that Captain Briggs, his wife Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter Sophia, and the 7 experienced crewmen had deliberately abandoned ship. The ship's logbook offered few clues. Its last entry, dated 10 days prior to her discovery, recorded her position near the Azores island of Santa Maria. Theories have proliferated over the decades, ranging from the mundane to the highly fantastical. Was it a mutiny? Piracy? A rogue wave? Fear of an explosion from the alcohol cargo? The Mary Celeste herself sailed on, a silent testament to the unknown fate of her occupants. She was eventually sailed to Gibraltar by a salvage crew from the DEI Gracia, where an inquiry was held. The story of the Mary Celeste has become a touchstone for maritime mysteries, a classic ghost ship narrative that continues to fascinate. What truly transpired aboard the Mary Celeste in those final unrecorded hours remains locked in the silence of the past. Our exploration now leads us into the shadowed heart of northwestern Connecticut, to a place known as Dudleytown. It is not a town in the conventional sense any longer, but rather a collection of cellar holes and crumbling stone walls, slowly being reclaimed by the encroaching forest. Yet this abandoned settlement carries a heavy legacy, whispered in tales of curses, madness, and unexplained phenomena that have clung to its name for centuries. Founded in the mid-18th century by members of the Dudley family, the settlement was, from its inception, plagued by misfortune. The land itself was ill-suited for farming, rocky, hilly, and with poor soil. The isolation, too, must have been profound, with families scattered across the unforgiving terrain. Legends speak of a curse said to have originated with Edmund Dudley, an English nobleman beheaded for treason in the 16th century. The curse, it is claimed, followed his descendants across the Atlantic. Settling upon this remote Connecticut outpost, numerous inhabitants of Dudleytown are said to have succumbed to madness or met untimely, often bizarre, deaths. Stories tell of suicides, mysterious illnesses, and inexplicable accidents. By the early 20th century, Dudleytown was largely abandoned. Visitors to the ruins have reported a range of unsettling experiences. Many speak of an unnatural silence that pervades the area. Others claim to have seen strange lights, heard disembodied voices, or felt an overwhelming sense of dread and malevolence. The very atmosphere of Dudleytown is described as oppressive. Skeptics point to rational explanations for Dudleytown's demise and its reputation. The poor agricultural land, economic shifts, and the natural isolation of such a community could easily account for its abandonment. Yet, the sheer volume of anecdotal evidence for paranormal activity keeps the legend alive. Today, Dudleytown is private property and access is restricted. Whether Dudleytown is truly cursed, or simply a place where a confluence of unfortunate events and a compelling narrative have created an enduring myth, it remains a fascinating and unsettling chapter in the region's history. Our final mystery takes us to colonial Massachusetts, to the infamous Salem witch trials of 1692 and 1693. This dark chapter saw a Puritan community consumed by accusations, trials, and executions, all stemming from a belief in witchcraft. It began in Reverend Samuel Parris's household, with young women exhibiting bizarre behaviors. They contorted their bodies, uttered strange sounds, and complained of being tormented by unseen forces. The local doctor diagnosed them as bewitched. Pressured to name their tormentors, the girls accused marginalized women like Tituba, Sarah Good, and Sarah Osborne. These accusations spiraled, engulfing more respected members of Salem Village. Spectral evidence was deemed admissible in court. 19 were hanged and others died in prison. Governor Phipps halted the trials, disbanded the court, and pardoned the accused. The Salem witch trials remain a cautionary tale about mass hysteria and the failure of due process. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the top 5 mysteries of the New England states. From the silent forests of Vermont to the haunted shores of the Atlantic and into the very heart of colonial paranoia, we have explored narratives that continue to defy easy explanation. These stories, woven into the rich tapestry of this historic land, remind us that even in our modern, information-saturated world, the unknown still holds a powerful allure, prompting questions that resonate across the centuries. The human spirit, it seems, is innately drawn to the enigmatic. We seek patterns, we search for answers, and when faced with a void in our understanding, our imaginations take flight, crafting theories and legends that attempt to fill the silence. These New England mysteries, whether rooted in unexplained disappearances, legendary curses, or the dark complexities of human behavior, serve as potent reminders of the limits of our knowledge and the enduring power of a well-told, unsettling story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content as we continue to delve into the curious and the unexplained. The world is full of wonders and whispers of the unknown, and I look forward to exploring more of them with you. Let us know in the comments which mystery you found the most fascinating, or if there are other New England enigmas you believe deserve the spotlight. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep wondering.